All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're going to rush through some things, tell them how to get in touch with the show. Josh, first, let's go to, and I'm not going to have time. I wish I did have 3 hours a day, but I do not. I want to close out number 11. All right. You look at the two here, Omar and Talib wanted to go to Israel. Rashid Talib retweeted a cartoon, number 25, Josh. Rashid Talib, the more they try to silence us, our voices rise. The more they try to weaken us, the stronger we become. The more they try to discredit us, the truth prevails. So here is the truth. There's Netanyahu telling she can't come in. Trump telling the other one. The truth is, please go read. It was all a lie. It was all made up. She was not going to visit her grandmother. If she was, then go to the Israel. Just type in largest ever congressional delegation visits Israel. It'd show a bipartisan support. 41 Democrats, 31 Republicans. Everything they say is a lie. House Minority Leader Steny Hoyer. Okay. The list goes on. The problem is the two in question did not go at with this delegation just a couple weeks ago, because what would have happened? They would not have been the big story of the day. So they didn't go because their intentions all along were to incite uprising among the Palestinians, and because of their hate for Israel. So we'll go with that. Let's close that one really quickly. Okay. Second, I have to be done at 9:50 because of Team FYN Sports Instant Replay 1010 on the Team FYN Sports Facebook channel. So I got to be done here in a couple minutes. Let me get the picture here. Stacey Abrams is taking her corrupt voter suppression, number 22, on the road. Number 22 there. The right to vote is our most fundamental right. Stacey Abrams, ABC News. Stacey Abrams, who captured national attention during her unsuccessful bid for Georgia governor in 2018, said she would be open to joining the 2020 ticket as a vice presidential nominee, but will continue to make the fight against voter suppression her foremost mission. My hope is that nationally you will find out that her Georgia voter suppression charade was all lies. Every bit of it was based on lies. There was no voter suppression in Georgia. Let me run past that one. Okay. So let me go here. That's not what I was looking for. All right. That's Stacey Abrams, voter suppression. And then let's see if I'm forgetting anything else here before I move on. Now, the polling numbers with Fox. So I want to go to Fox. Josh, let's go to the video, the one of the president. And let me get the time here. Fox News, because most of you are at the independents, right? Fox is doing their job. I'm sorry. You better pay attention to Tucker Carlson and how Chris Wallace, and what's his name? The gay guy. I'm sorry. Shepard Smith are doing everything to fight Fox to stop, Tucker Carlson. But anyhow, let's go to that video and let's hit Fox News polls. That's 1944, Josh. Let's hit that really quick for the president.
Well, Fox has always given me, I'll tell you, Fox is a lot different than it used to be, I can tell you that. Juan Williams, then they have the wonderful woman that gave Hillary Clinton the questions. That was a terrible thing. And all of a sudden she's working for Fox. What's she doing working for Fox? Fox has changed, and my worst polls have always been from Fox. There's something going on at Fox, I'll tell you right now, and I'm not happy with it. I don't know what's happening with Fox, but when they have like a Juan Williams who's never said a positive thing, and yet when I show up at the Fox building, he's out there, "Oh, sir, could I have a picture with you? Could I have a picture?" And he was 100% nice. I mean, you've never asked me for a picture.
I have not. Should the Murdoch change the management at Fox?
No, they have to run it the way they want to run it. But Fox is different. There's no question about it. And I think they're making a big mistake because Fox was treated very badly by the Democrats. Very, very badly, having to do with the debates and other things. And I think Fox is making a big mistake because, you know, I'm the one that calls the shots on the really big debates. I guess we're probably planning on 3 of them. And I'm not happy with Fox. I'm certainly happy. I think Sean Hannity and Lou Dobbs, and I think Tucker Carlson and Laura and Jesse Waters and Janine. We have a lot of great people. Even Greg Gutfeld, he wasn't good to me 2 years ago. Now he sees all I've done. He said, "Would you rather have a great president or a nice guy?" I don't know. I think I'm a nice guy.
All right, I think I'm a nice guy. How about that, President? Mr. President, Fox News. And let me tell you, because I will say this, and I'm close to having to close, but I will tell you this, okay? They try everything they can, all right? MSNBC, CNN, they do every possible thing they can not to use Fox News, video, anything for Fox News. There's some reason, if you're watching, because you're not, if you're watching MSNBC, if you're watching CNN and the others, they are clipping Fox News all the time now. Chris Wallace. Joe Scarborough uses Chris Wallace all the time as a reference. Shepard Smith in the afternoon. Minka Brzezinski. Fox's only non-biased reporter. Polling data, pictures, interviews. They blast them all the time and they hate them. So what's up? I keep telling you, watch Fox. Let's go to number 39. Here's the Fox poll. Number 39, it come from Fox. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, everybody beats Trump. Why? Trump can't get off that 39. That's according to Fox, right? So let's look at, let me see what else I have. That was MSNBC using it. I think I have CNN grabbing it, okay? Not going to have time for much more, but I will get to this one here if I have it. So, but Fox poll, and I'll leave it at that because I think here it is. Okay, here's Face the Nation. You can't see it. Number 10, Josh. We'll just go with this. This is CBS. They're all using it, okay? Now, you can't see in the top left because it's very light, but it says source, Fox News poll, okay? Biden, Trump. They ran it on Face the Nation yesterday. I mean, they are running this poll everywhere from Fox, okay? Everywhere. So, hey, what's up with Fox? I'm telling you, they have independents. They have independent viewers. And I watched yesterday afternoon, they are helping all they can to discuss recession. Now, at night, you do have Sean Hannity and so on and so forth. Let me give you number 23 with Fox, and you do your own research because we're running out of time. Here is Chris Wallace, number 23. Chris Wallace, Tucker Carlson, I don't know why I got him with his eyes closed, at Shepard Smith. There is a major push to get rid of Tucker Carlson at Fox. You need to pay attention to that. Major push to get rid of the guy. So let's go back to video. I'm going to do one more, okay? I'm going to do 2 more, Josh, because I know we have to go and we got 5 minutes. So here's what I'm going to give you that I want. I'll find it here somewhere. Josh, we're going to do 1401 background checks, and before you do, and then we're going to go from 1401 background checks. When I wave and tell you to stop, then go to 3330 background checks, and we'll leave it there for the day. Okay? You got them? So go with that as soon as you have it ready.
They've got to do something. So let's see what happens. So Congress is working on that. They have bipartisan committees working on background checks and various other things, and we'll see. I don't want people to forget that this is a mental health problem. I don't want them to forget that, because it is. It's a mental health problem. And as I say, and I said the other night in New Hampshire, we had an incredible evening. I said, it's the people that pull the trigger. It's not the gun that pulls the trigger. So we have a very, very big mental health problem, and Congress is working on various things, and I'll be looking at it. We're very much involved. We're very much involved in looking at what they're studying. Well, we're going to look at a whole list of things, and I'll make a determination then. But I will say, Congress is now, as you know, meeting in a bipartisan way. We'll see what happens. A lot of things are happening on the gun level. A lot of things are happening. But you have to remember also, it's a big mental, I was talking about mental institutions. They closed so many, like 92% of the mental institutions around this country over the years for budgetary reasons. These are people that have to be in institutions for help. I'm not talking about as a form of a prison. I'm saying for help. And I think it's something we have to really look at, the whole concept of mental institutions. I remember growing up, we had mental institutions. Then they were closed in New York, I'm talking about. Many of them were closed. A lot of them were closed. And all of those people were put out on the streets. And I said, even as a young guy, I said, how does that work? That's not a good thing. And it's not a good thing. So I think the concept of mental institution has to be looked at. Unrelated to that, I believe that the concept also of voter identification has to be looked at, because you can't have great security for the voter. People that vote, you can't have that national security unless you're going to have voter identification. It's something people have to look at very strongly. Jonathan?
Can you say who you golfed with, sir, and who else you met?
The which one?
Your position on background checks and guns.
So Congress is looking at it very strongly, bipartisan. I put in certain parameters which you somewhat know about. I'm also very, very concerned with the Second Amendment, more so than most presidents would be. People don't realize we have very strong background checks right now. You go in to buy a gun, you have to sign up. There are a lot of background checks that have been approved over the years. So I'll have to see what it is. But Congress is meeting, bipartisan. A lot of people want to see something happen. But just remember this, big mental problem, and we do have a lot of background checks right now.
You're not willing to support having universal background checks.
Okay, folks, that is yesterday in Morristown, New Jersey, as the president was boarding Marine One to head back to the White House. It is a great 36-minute press conference. You need to pay attention that the media is pushing his press conferences off the front page. They are pushing Peter Navarro. They are pushing these things off the networks. The president is not getting the coverage. That's why he tweets. If he tweets and he says Rashid Tlaib, they start blowing up coverage, and then you start looking up the president and you see different things. I've got to go. I've got 1 minute. Let me fly through here, Josh, and make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to grab some pictures really quick. Okay. I did not get a chance. Oh, by the way, go to number 7. MSNBC, Meet the Press, Chalk Todd gave number 7. Representative Mark Sanford, don't cry for me, Argentina, airtime to talk about how he doesn't like the president. And let me go to the other one here. Number 15, as Rush. I love Rush when he says the Chai Coms, number 15. Just a quick clarification. Hong Kong belongs to China. They will not accept freedom of speech. They will not accept our Second Amendment. They will not accept a free democratic society. You just need to get ready for what's about to happen. Let me go to this. Last pictures of the day. Number 21, Trump blames gun violence on mental health issues. Number 21 on ABC. Boom, boom, boom. I will get through here. Number 26 this morning at 4:07 a.m. NBC poll, support for possible gun legislation. 89% expand background checks. 89% of Americans do not realize all the background checks we have in place now. 76% support red flag laws. 76% of Americans do not understand what the effects of red flag laws would be on their freedoms. Voluntary gun buyback, 75%. They do not realize that they're going to take your own tax money and buy a gun back with your own money. Bull crap. And ban sale of assault weapons. They have no idea. 62% of Americans have no idea what they're talking about. Number 27, running the narrative. We have a lot of background checks already now. Appears to be backing off. Instead of saying Trump is telling the truth, we have a lot of background checks right now. He says appears to be back off push for gun checks. I'm going to get one more, Josh, that I wanted to get. There was one I remember I noticed earlier. I have it here somewhere. Number 42, Axios. White House and Congress say it's September or bust on gun legislation, so watch it. It's September or bust, said a source involved with discussions. We'll either have everything ready for when Congress returns, drop it on the floor, vote on it, and move on, or we blew it. Okay, so I'm your host, BKP. Right after these messages, flip over. Right after I go, flip over to FYN Team FYN Sports Facebook page and watch Lauren Hunter with Instant Replay. Great show. A lot of information, a lot of high school football scrimmages. It's time for me to hush so you can watch that show at 10:10. Josh, take us out of here. Thank you for being with us today.